Sarah sat silently in her office on the 20th floor of the courthouse in Manhattan. The room was filled with thick case files, law books, and a soft ticking clock. From her wide window, she could see the city below, yellow taxis weaving through traffic, people rushing, lights blinking. It was a city of dreams, and Sarah had once dreamed of being here. Now everything felt like it was crumbling. She had come to New York from a small town in California with big hopes. Her parents had been simple people, hard-working, kind, and full of love. They owned a small grocery store and always taught Sarah to reach high. "Don't be afraid to leave," her mother once told her. "Sometimes the world is waiting for you outside the town you were born in." Sarah was a bright student. She worked hard in school and earned a scholarship to Harvard. That's where she met Matthew. He was charming, intelligent, and funny. They met during a group study session. He offered to help her with a legal brief, and soon they were studying together regularly. What started as friendship grew into love. After graduating, Sarah and Matthew moved to New York. They got married and started their lives as professionals. She as a judge, and he as a lawyer at a successful firm. They had 3 children together. Their oldest, Adam, was now 15. Then came Clara, 12, and Noah, who was 7. For many years, their life seemed perfect. They had a beautiful apartment, good jobs, and healthy kids. They had dinner together, went on family trips, and supported each other. But slowly, things began to change. Matthew started coming home late. At first, he said it was long meetings or urgent cases. Sarah trusted him. But she also started noticing small things. A new cologne, the way he smiled at his phone, the late-night messages he quickly deleted. One night, as he showered, his phone buzzed. Sarah glanced at it. The screen showed a message. "Miss you already? Jay." Her heart pounded. She knew who Jay was. Julia, his new secretary. 25, fresh out of college, and always around him. That night, she confronted him. "Are you seeing someone else?" He didn't lie. He didn't even look guilty. "Yes," he said, almost casually. "I didn't mean for it to happen, but it did." Sarah sat down, unable to speak. Her world was shaking. "We have children, Matthew, a life, a family." "I know," he replied. "But I feel different with her. I feel alive again." She tried everything to save their marriage. She booked a vacation to the Bahamas, hoping time away would remind him of their love. He came, but stayed distant. He spent most of the trip on his phone or stepping away for calls. She cooked his favorite meals. She suggested marriage counseling. She even started dressing the way he once liked. But nothing worked. Finally, he said the words that broke her. "I want a divorce." The months after were filled with pain. Sarah, once so strong in the courtroom, couldn't bring herself to return to work. She stayed home, barely spoke to friends, and cried when her children weren't looking. Her world felt cold and empty. Her heart was broken, not just by betrayal, but by the death of a life she had built. The man she loved for years had chosen someone else. Her confidence disappeared. Even simple tasks like cooking or reading became hard. 2 years passed. Slowly, she began to heal. She returned to work, hesitantly at first. But the courtroom gave her strength. Her children gave her purpose. Therapy helped her understand that the end of a marriage didn't mean the end of her. She started walking in Central Park on weekends. She joined a book club and began reading again. She laughed with her children, watched old movies, and even went out with friends. One day, while checking an old email account from university, she saw a message from Daniel. He had been a quiet but kind classmate at Harvard. He was now a history professor at Columbia. He had seen her name in a legal journal and decided to reach out. They met for coffee. It was supposed to be a simple catch-up. But Sarah found herself smiling, truly smiling, for the first time in a long time. Daniel listened to her. He didn't judge or offer advice unless she asked. He simply understood. They started meeting more. Coffee turned into dinner. Dinner turned into long walks and shared memories. Daniel was patient, respectful, and gentle. He never pushed her. He waited for her to feel safe again. After a year, they got married in a small ceremony in Brooklyn. Her children stood by her side, proud and happy. Matthew, on the other hand, had married Julia. But the marriage didn't last. Julia wanted a young, fun life, travel, parties, and social events. Matthew wanted peace. They fought often, and within a year, they divorced. One day at a school event, Matthew saw Sarah again. She was with Daniel. They laughed, talked with their children, and held hands gently. She looked radiant. "You look happy," Matthew said. "I am," Sarah replied, her voice calm and clear. And she truly was. She had come to New York with dreams. She had built a life, lost it, and built it again, stronger, fuller, wiser. Her journey was not easy. She had faced betrayal, heartbreak, and loneliness. But she never gave up on herself. And in the end, she found something deeper than love. She found peace. Sarah's story became one of strength, of healing, and of hope. She proved that even in the darkest times, light could return. And in a city of millions, she stood tall, not just as a judge, but as a woman who rose again. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more inspiring English stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video.